Hey everyone, Techne here, and what I'd like to talk about today is why you should go buy the Division 2 right now. Now, honestly, my opinion, the best part where they nailed with the Division 2 is it didn't have all that crazy marketing like they did with the first one, right? The first one, people were all hooked on Destiny still, so I love Destiny, by the way, but people were like, oh, is this going to be the Destiny killer? Is this going to take out Destiny, this, that, and the other? Then, of course, just recently we had it with Anthem and everything, which, again, great game. I really enjoyed. But I think the downfall with a lot of these looter shooters is a lot of the developers, they always say, oh, hey, it's better with friends, or, oh, hey, you need a group of people to play this, you know what I mean? And I think that's a shame because they shouldn't class it around one group of player, right? Of players, you know what I mean? They should leave it open to the entire player base. If you want to play solo or with a group of friends or whatever you want, you know what I mean? And I think a lot, like I said, they did it with Anthem, they did it with Division 1. The worst one is Destiny 1, I believe. Bungie used to always say, what, we're not going to make your friends for you know what I mean? Which is their whole thing about not having matchmaking for some activities, which I think is just a shame. We're not asking you to, be my social connection or something like that. We're asking you just to put an element in the game so I can meet people. So I don't got to go to some website and find other people, you know what I mean? It's like, what do you want me to stand on the side of the street with a sign? Hey, will you play a Nightfall with me? So again, I think that was a shame with the Division 1. They kind of shoved it down their throats like, hey, you need a group of people to play it with. I don't really feel like they did that with this. I don't know if people like they expected us to think that or whatever. But again, you guys, a lot of you know me now with my games. I like playing the story by myself just so I can get a grasp of the game, explore, and really just take my time. And I like sightseeing, you know what I mean? In this game, like, honestly, I'm still low level, what, like 9.5 or something like that? But I've done a couple matches with friends or even match made, a couple campaign missions. And I honestly love it playing it by myself through the campaign and everything at least, because I get to explore, go in each other room and try to find some loot or supplies, anything like that, you know what I mean? When I'm playing with other people, it's kind of like they're just kind of rushing to get to the end of the game or to where the loot is, you know what I mean? And then, of course, you got some bozo back there just yakking and, can't hear anything, so you got to go into settings, turn him down, or you got this one guy or one of your buddies in there that's 10 levels higher than everyone else who's going through, they're just blazing everyone down, so you can't really grasp it and enjoy it that way, in my opinion. I highly recommend you getting it, playing through the main campaign and the story missions by yourself. Then if you got some side missions or some dark zone, or if you want to replay some missions, then get it with some buddies, because I really don't think you'll be able to grasp the story with a group of people, in my opinion. Like I said, I've dabbled with the missions, and it felt like an absolute hodgepodge. I didn't know what was going on or anything like that. Everyone's just running places, charging the elite enemies and stuff, which just, it wasn't fun. Like I said, you'd have that group, and they'd just charge these enemies. They'd be surrounding them and everything. It's kind of like, all right, this is just running and gunning now. And another piece on that where I'm talking about how people tend to run and just charge the enemies, especially the elite, the bosses when they come out and everything, Like when you're playing by yourself, it's so cool because you got low-level enemies or mid-level enemies coming at you, and they'll flank you, right? Like you're focusing on this, on the big guy over here, Next you got a guy right behind you or a guy charging from this side, you know what I mean? And it's real cool because when you're by yourself, you got to actually use your perks. All right, sorry about that. I had to go get me some cough drops. I'm a little sick here. These things aren't really cough drops, are they? These things are pretty much just candies. They're delicious, though. And now while we're talking about perks and using skills and everything around you in the missions, I want to show you right here at your quartermaster in your base of operations, which is kind of like your hub, you know what I mean, home base, whatever. You have skills, which is right here, just like in the Division 1. You got Pulse Turret, Hive, drone, Seeker Mine, Shield, Chem Launcher, and Firefly. But the cool thing, let's click on Turret here. And you get this Shade Tech down here, which you can see, I don't know if you can see on the screen, but it's kind of like a collectible. As you're walking and roaming through the world there, you can pick up the Shade Tech or earn it, and then come up here and unlock other things, whether it be perks or skills, right? So you got your skill and you can unlock you can turn your turret into a flamethrower, and that goes for every single one. They all have like your pulse, it can turn into like a radar type deal. I mean, every single skill has different perks within it, So, I mean, it's pretty cool. And you can select, you can have 2 on you at a time, but you can always select which ones you want or upgrade which one you want, which is really cool. Also, we'll go into perks. Now again, I apologize for my raspy voice, for me constantly coughing in the screen there. I'm just a little sick right now. Actually, I had to go get the real cough drops. The delicious candy ones just wouldn't cut it for me. But again, I do apologize. I just wanted to get this out there to share this fantastic game with you guys and let you guys know, hey, you need to play it. But anyways, let's get back into it. And where were we? We were talking about skills. Actually, we covered the skills. We were talking about perks. So it's cool right there. Like I said, you have all those skills and other perks you can unlock within the skills right there. And then, like I said, you have your perks over here, which is like extra weapon slots, extra space in your book bag, unlock you some attachments, or like I said, XP boost, or be able to carry extra med packs. So it's so cool because you have multiple things to upgrade. Now these on the perks, you get to keep them, and they're all active at the same time. Again, when we go back to the skills, you get to pick 2 at a time, and you select which upgrade you want. Like if you want your turret to be a flamethrower or whatnot, you know what I mean? So it's really cool. You have all these options to work for and upgrade, so you're always striving to, oh, let me get this so I can upgrade this, or, you know, just try it out, because every little skill here is going to change your gameplay completely, which is so fun, because it's just fun to get in there, play with it, and try it out. Now the other thing I want to talk about, and again, I kind of spoke on this a little bit before, and this is where this game really shines, is just the vast amount of stuff you can do, whether it be side missions, settlements, strongholds, you know, collect the shade tag, you got the dark zone. There's just so much to do. So like if you just want to jump on for a quick 5 minutes, you know, play a little bit, you can do that. If you want to get on and play longer, get into the dark zone or do actual missions, there's so much to play. And with your basic or your main story missions, you can match make them all. You cannot with the side missions or anything like that, but with your story missions you can. Again, I highly advise you not to. It's just, you get a whole different grasp of the game when you're playing it by yourself, as far as, you know, playing tactical or whatnot. It's just really flows very good. And real quick, I want to touch on a note. Some of you might be thinking, oh, hey, this guy's in the honeymoon stage, or he's just excited about it. And I just want to tell you, that's not true. Like I said, I played the bananas out of the Division 1 on both consoles, front to back. And like I said, this one just has everything that we wanted in the Division 1, plus more thrown into this. It's almost like the perfect mix. But anyways, touching back onto the matchmaking, like where you don't need to just play this game if you got a group of friends or people to play with. Like I said, there's matchmaking for just about everything. You can random main mission, random bounty, answer the call. Answer the call is like if someone's struggling in their mission, or they're dying or going down, they can press, I forget which button it is, but they can call for other people and you can automatically join them and help them out. So that's really cool. Like I said, if someone's struggling, bam, just jump in there and help them out real quick. I think that's really awesome. Again, you got Dark Zone, Open Worlds is exploration, and then a random activity. So there's plenty of stuff to do right here. Like I said, don't think that you need, you know, this handful of people to go play with it. You know, if you like playing solo, just kicking your feet up and enjoying the game, you can do that with this. You can play the entire game solo. Now, just to put a cherry on top of everything, right? They got this other game mode called Conflicts, and what that is pretty much a PvP, just multiplayer mode, right? Right now they have, it's 4v4, and they have a skirmish, which is team deathmatch, and then a domination mode. And you just got like, it's like a round of Call of Duty or something. I mean, you're in third person, you're not first person, right? Which would be pretty cool if they gave you the option to play it first person. I think that'd be really cool. But anyways, you can play a quick round of team deathmatch or domination, and it plays fantastic. It's really, really fun. And you can tell just by looking at the screen, like I said, it's got your stats, and then quick play, you got all this open space. So you know they're going to open it up for more gameplay. I wouldn't be shocked if they put in a Battle Royale mode on this, and I think this game will play fantastic for that. I think it'll be really fun. I mean, all the elements are there already. I mean, this will be a gem with some Battle Royale. All right, now let's talk about the Dark Zone a little bit. Again, that's the area that I said is not really my favorite or not my go-to point, you know? I do enjoy it, but it's not like, oh, hey, let's go play the Dark Zone. You know what I mean? In the first one, everyone just wanted to go in there and play PvP mode, you know, it was just absolute hodgepodge. Now in this one, what they do is they actually matchmake you in with a group that's everyone's right around your level, so you can't have this guy coming from the top of the Dark Zone and just dominating all these low-level folks, you know what I mean? There's 3 different Dark Zones and they're all off level, and like I said, it matchmakes you with people on your same level. And it also, by the way, it does that in the story missions as well too, which sometimes can be a downfall. Because honestly, the matchmaking can take a little while. Like if you're sitting there for a minute or so, don't just give up. It's like I said, it's trying to find people right around your level, and I've honestly only been matchmade one time with a guy one level higher than me, you know what I mean? So that's pretty nice that you can't have a run and gunner or, you know, get dominated by some other high people. It makes it really fair and balanced. But other than that, again, the Dark Zone's pretty much the same. You can go rogue, you know, you can go cut someone's loot down, you get your loot and you go extract it on the helicopter. Some of it you get to keep, but some of the high valued stuff you have to take off on a helicopter. But it's really cool. Like I said, if you've never played the Division 4, the Division 1, whatever, you actually have a mission that makes you go through like an actual campaign mission of the Dark Zone, which explains it all to you, which is honestly really fun. And it's just so cool because the one mission covers it perfectly. After you finish that mission, you understand the Dark Zone 100%. Now, the really cool thing that I honestly love about this, where I think they nailed it perfectly, again, we have multiplayer, PvP, we have your PvE with your basic campaign or story missions, whatnot, and then you have the Dark Zone. And let me tell you what's super cool is all three of those have their own level system. So again, when you're in your multiplayer, you get to level up in that. When you're in Dark Zone, you get to level up in that. And then in the world, you get to level up in that as well. So it's so cool because it's almost like 3 games into one, you know what I mean? And you really want to kind of progress, you know, and grind at each of those modes. So there's so much gameplay that I think this will keep you occupied for, I mean, quite some time to come. Now, even when you're going through your missions and everything, like, it just makes you want to go off the beaten path and go down this alleyway or into this room or whatever, because there's other loot that you can just pick, or supplies, you know what I mean? Again, which goes back when you're playing with a group of people, they're running to the end, you know me, I want to go check this room, that room. And again, you find supplies or other loot in there, which is, it's so cool, because like I said, I'm doing my main story mission, you know, playing that and everything, but next thing you know, I'm off gallivanting doing something else. I'm like, what the heck, man? My point is way across the other side of the map. I'm over here. What the heck was I even doing? You know what I mean? Now let's touch on graphics a little bit. And honestly, it looks absolutely gorgeous. There's so much stuff in the world. What I really like about it is, you know, some games put that over exaggerated glossiness over the environment and everything. This has a really nice soft look. I mean, you got puddles and everything that are glossy, but everything just comes out looking very real. I mean, it looks so good. Now, one other thing on the graphics, when I first started playing this game, the Division 2, I'm roaming around doing my main missions and everything, but like I said, I get sidetracked quite a bit, and I'm going off this, that, and the other. I'm honestly thinking, I'm like, there's so much stuff here. Like I said, there's cars, there's trash, there's loot, animals, all this stuff there. It felt full but empty. Does that make sense? It felt like an abandoned city, you know what I mean? But at first, my first take, and it was quiet, I was like, man, this is just, like, it feels empty kind of, but it was so weird because after I got into it and started playing it, I really got attached to it, and I felt like, man, I just want to help and, you know, make the city better and grow it and do this to, you know, grow that area and this settlement and whatnot, and my base of operations. You really get connected with it. It's so crazy. It's so hard to explain. The only way you can really tell what I'm talking about is playing it. Again, it's so crazy. It's that good. Now, I'm not going to hold up too much of your time because I want you to, you know, get out and go get this game and start enjoying it. Again, it is such a blast. If you didn't play the Division 1, don't worry about that. You're good to go in the story. They'll crack a couple jokes like, oh, hey, did you hear about the contamination in New York? Or, oh, hey, do we need to go help them in New York? Stuff like that, you know, but nothing that you need to know from the Division 1 to this. You can jump in it and be perfectly fine. And again, you can play it fast-paced, slow-paced, your pace, whatever you want, match-made or with buddies. It's just, again, this is the complete package. I gotta say, this is on track to be in my Game of the Year pick, you know what I mean? I mean, it took me off Apex Legends, you know, which I'm sure a lot of you are playing right now, so just believe me, put that to the side for a second, go pick this up, and you'll be amazingly shocked. But anyways, let me know in the comments, did you play Division 1? Did you not like it? Did it kind of like leave a nasty taste in your mouth where you don't even want to think about the Division 2? Please let me know in the comments if you got any other questions about the Division 2. I'd be more than glad to let you know, because again, I don't want you to pass this up. It is such a great game. But again, I just want to apologize for my raspy voice and my coughing in the video and everything. Just wanted to get this out there and really express to you guys how fantastic this game is. And I don't want you to pass it up. It is such a good game. It is absolute blast. I can't stress it enough. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I highly appreciate it. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up and subscribe for some future videos. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye now.